Inverse variation, finding the values of x and y. Problem number 1. Y varies inversely as x and y equals to 9 when x is equal to 4. Find y when x is equal to 6. The first value of y is 9 when x is equal to 4. Our equation for this will be based on the sentence. So x, or rather y, varies inversely as x. Our equation will be y multiplied by x equals to the constant of proportionality, which is k. Our y is 9 multiplied by x, which is 4, equals to k. So our k will be equals to 9 times 4, that's 36. Our second value for y. So our y here is an unknown since we are going to find for y. So y here is the unknown when x is equal to 6. We are going to use the same equation, and that is y x is equal to k. Our y is unknown and our x is 6, so that is 6y equals to, our k is 36. To find for y, we need to cancel out 6. To cancel out 6, just divide both sides of the equation by 6. So this will be 6y times 1 over 6, that is 6y divided by 6. And 36 times 1 over 6, we have 36 all over 6. 6 divided by 6, this is 1. And 1 times y, this is equal to y. 36 divided by 6 is 6. Y is equal to 6 when x is equal to 6. Problem number 2. Y varies inversely as x and y equals to negative 8 when x is equal to 2. Find y when x is equal to 4. So the first value of y is negative 8. And the value for x is equal to 2. Our equation will be, so it is y varies inversely as x. So the equation will be y times x equals to k. So the value for y is negative 8. And the value of x is positive 2. This is equal to k. So our k here will be equal to negative 16. And then we will find for the second value of y. So the second value of y is unknown. So y here will be the unknown when x is equal to 4. Again, we are going to use the same equation, that is yx is equal to k. Our y is unknown, but our x is 4. So 4y equals to k, which is negative 16. So to find for y, we need to cancel out 4. To cancel out 4, just divide both sides of the equation by 4. So we have 4y multiplied by 1 over 4, that will be 4y divided by 4, and negative 16 times 1 over 4, that will be negative 16 all over 4. So 4 divided by 4, so 4 divided by 4, that is equal to 1. And y now, so y will be equal to negative 16 divided by 4, that is equal to negative 4. So our y is equal to negative 4 when x is equal to positive 4. Number 3. Y varies inversely as the square of x, and y equals to 8 when x is equal to 3. Find y when x is equal to 12. So the first value of y is positive 8. And the first value of x is positive 3. Our equation will be it is y, which varies inversely as the square of x. So our equation will be y multiplied by the square of x. And that is equal to the constant of proportionality. So we have y, that is 8, and our x is, okay, so our x here is 3. So x there will be 3 raised to the power of 2 equals 2k. So 8 multiplied by 9 equals 2k. So our k here will be 72. And now for the second values of y and x. So again, we are going to find for y. So this will be y is the unknown when x is equal to 12. We will use the same equation, and that is y multiplied by x squared equals to k. Our y is the unknown, and our x will be 12 raised to 2 equals to k, which is 72. So we have 12 multiplied by 12, or 12 raised to 2, that will give us 144. Y equals to 72. So to find for y, we need to cancel out 144. Just divide both sides of the equation by 144. So we have here 144y all over 144 equals to 72 all over 144. So 144 divided by 144 is 1. So 1 times y, that is equal to y, and 72 divided by 144 is 0.5. So our y here is equal to 0.5 when x is equal to 12. Problem number 4. A varies inversely as the square of b, and a is equal to 9 when b is equal to 8. Find a when b is 4. The first value for y. So the first value for y, or rather a, the first value for a is 9 when b is equal to 8. Our equation will be based on the problem, and that is a varies inversely as the square of b. So our equation will be a multiplied by the square of b. So that is a times b squared equals to the constant of proportionality, which is k. So our a here is 9 multiplied by b, which is 8, and that is raised to the power of 2 equals to k. So 9 times 8 raised to 2 is 64 equals to k. So our k here will be equal to 9 times 64. That will give us 576. So k is equal to 576. Let us now find the second value for a and b. So our a here will be, since we need to find for a, so we have to find for a, our a here is the unknown when b is equal to 4. We will use the same equation, and that equation is a multiplied by b squared equals to k. Our a is the unknown, and our b is 4. So this will be 4a equals to k, which is 576. Okay, so okay, let's check. So this is 4 raised to the power of 2, since it is b squared. Okay, so again, let's explain this one. So our A is the unknown, and B squared will be 4 raised to the power of 2 equals to the value of K, which is 576. So 4 raised to 2 is 16. So we have here 16A equals to 576. To find for A, we need to cancel out 16. So divide both sides of the equation by 16. So this will be 16A times 1 over 16. That is 16A all over 16. And 576 times 1 over 16, that will be 576 divided by 16. So 16 divided by 16, this will be equal to 1. So 1 times A is A. So this will be A equals 2. And we have 576 divided by 16. That will give us positive 36. So our A here is equal to positive 36 when B is equal to 4. Problem number 5. P varies inversely as Q and P equals to 2 when Q equals to 12. Find P when Q is positive 6. So the first value for P and Q. P is equal to 2 when Q is equal to 12. So our equation will be based on the problem, and that is P varies inversely as Q. So we will have here P multiplied by Q equals to the constant of proportionality, which is K. So our P is 2 multiplied by Q, which is 12. And this is equal to K. So our K here will be 2 times 12, that is 24. And the second values of P and Q. So we need to find P. So our P here is the unknown. And our Q is 6. We are going to use the same equation. So our equation will be PQ equals to K. Our P is the unknown and our Q is 6. So 6P equals to K, which is 24. So to find for the value of P, we need to cancel out 6. So to cancel out 6, just divide both sides of the equation by 6. So we have 6P times 1 over 6, that will be 6P all over 6. And this will be 24 times 1 over 6, that's 24 divided by 6. So 6 divided by 6, that is equal to 1. So we have here 1 times P, that is P. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So P is equal to 4 when Q is equal to 6.